All good.
Yeah?
Yeah. We are.
I'm just looking at the first two notes. Canada wins Four Nations tournament. A big splash at jail still. I am going to be in
Take a peek at all 6 pages. I think
lousy mood during this thing today.
You got a lot to work with there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Ugh. Well, whatever. Yeah. 11:30, tune in, I guess. I wouldn't, but, I will be checked out. But tune in. 2 unnamed. All right. We're live?
We are live.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good morning. Last show of the week. 814-277-KIRK is your two-way talk line. If you want to weigh in on anything today. I'm sure there'll be Bradley Stein calls the day after. I thought he was good. I enjoyed having him around. I got worn out in the middle of the episode. I think that's a twice-a-year booking, maybe, Dave? No?
Yeah, I'd say so.
No more, I would say, than that?
Yeah.
I actually said yesterday he'll be on Mick and the Minute. That'd be a mistake, I think, to put him like Mick and the Minute fan. I think everything's just about him.
What about is this like a quick commentary?
What do you mean?
Like his experience quick and then get him out of there. Not as a full.
I just think it becomes, you can even tell during the show he doesn't care about anything else.
Right.
Like he just, that's who he is. I think he is. Also got a bunch of lawyers who are like 154 is not a good LSAT score. Yeah. A bunch of people.
Tons of people.
Oh, did you get that too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they were like, he's not going to get. So my guess is he's going to live in the house. He's not going to go to Harvard. He's not going to buy a house. He's a nice kid. He's on the spectrum, do we think?
Kind of sounded that way.
Yeah, but I like him.
Way.
I'm a Stein guy. I enjoyed the experience.
Good exercise, getting rid of all the watermelons. Probably 1 would have been enough, but
what's that?
4 is fine.
He brought 4 watermelons in?
I think it was 4.
Oh, I just saw the one that he was. Oh, okay.
There's another bag with watermelons in it.
Here?
Yeah.
Right now, still?
I threw it up.
Okay. Well, okay. And Justin's not here again.
Correct.
Still sick, or I said if you don't feel great, if it's close, take the day off. Then you have 4 days. But
his just wording was, "I don't think I'm coming in this today."
Yeah.
So maybe he's French.
Maybe he's what?
He's like he's fringe sick.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
better not be doing any. If I get to see he's selling snow cones this weekend, that'd be bad.
Monster Jam is not in the area this week.
Not in the area.
I don't believe it's. Yeah, I don't
think you would do that, but I'm just saying. No. Good. Okay. What else is going on with you? I got some things I need to talk to you about. Laconia. You're probably not going to be thrilled with one of those things, but we'll talk about it after the show. We'll talk about it after the show. But
okay.
It's fine. I think you'll be. It's okay.
Is it me involved?
You didn't do anything wrong.
Nothing gets to me. You got some Laconia stuff to do as well on your table there, just as a reminder.
Yeah, that feels like that's pretend, but I'll do it just for the hell of it. Any going on Laconia-wise? Any meetings, talking to people at Laconia?
Somebody wants to do a cornhole tournament. You know how they did the cornhole tournament during the summer?
Well, yeah, that was a good luck charm.
It was a good luck charm.
Yep. That was in the city of Plymouth, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like that.
This one is Steve Your Life to Tape wants to handle it.
Okay.
At the brewery that he runs. Is that fine?
Is he going to make money off it?
Well, technically, people can buy beer there. But he's not making money personally. He's just saying, I have this as the location.
What's my percentage?
You'll be on Monday if you'd like to.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Sure, if I can negotiate a nice percentage. Everyone makes money. They're tipping people on these things. I could make so much more money than I make.
You definitely could. Yeah.
Like, it might be time now.
Super chats, you don't plug.
It might time a whore out. It's for the rest of 2025. I'm considering it. I'm seeing these people making money. I don't know. Maybe.
Right.
Sure, I don't care.
Right.
That would be what? Obviously Saturday, I assume?
Yes. Saturday, I believe 11 he wanted to start that one. So
11 a.m.
Yeah.
They'll be boozing at 11 a.m.
Yep.
But they probably will be anyway, right?
Definitely.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, will you be drinking as much as last year or no?
No, I will not be drinking this year. No.
Okay. I don't know.
Yep.
Chris Clemmer's here Monday.
Yes.
He'll be boozing, I suspect.
Clemmer, did Clemmer say he's there for the entire weekend? So he'll be at Mike and the Minifans on Friday night.
Oh, is that right?
I think he said that.
I wouldn't. Don't promote it if it's not true.
Right,
He's in.
I just can't remember what
he's in town all week. I know that.
Yeah.
He's in New Hampshire. Well, he's in New Hampshire. Probably doing stuff with his family. Is his mom still there?
I believe so.
Yeah. She's still in New Hampshire. So okay, yeah. So Clemmer's here Monday. Just give me a lineup again. Clemmer Monday with Steve Your Live Tape Guy.
Yep. And then,
Wednesday is Mike with Brando.
Birdman.
Birdman. And
Brando is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. Okay, no show Friday. Or whatever. We might do this and then take off. You guys probably, I don't know what you want. Do you have stuff you need from here? Well, I suspect you probably do.
Probably just bail right from here. Right from doing a show Friday if we do it.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to see the place on Friday or no? Like, is there any reason to be up? Like,
no, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Or at least that's not point. We can ask for that though.
I don't care. No, it's just you're just going up there for
Yeah.
The weekend. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else going on or no?
No, same old, same old.
Yeah.
What's your take on the hockey game? I know you got many.
I didn't see it. I watched the Jeopardy Invitational Tournament, which is going on right now. And then read a little bit and then did a couple of Laconia things. I didn't, the rest of you guys are watching hockey. I didn't watch it. I saw Mike Ruzioni, one of the great jinxes of all time, was out there as usual in the Grammy. And
America's guest himself.
They would say America's favorite neighbor.
Yeah.
Out there again.
Yep. Which was a bad call by USA Hockey.
Why is that?
That should have been Johnny Hockey's father, who has been kind of...
Johnny Hockey did a zilch in the tournament, right?
He wasn't there yet.
Right.
No,
Dude, zeros across the board.
No.
Yeah.
But the fans
plus minus
cheered for
0.
him. Yeah. That should have been the dad. The dad's been out there. The family's been out there. That should have been him in that spot.
I also would... What? Is it just bad surgery for Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah, he does look. He's
He's like
doing a little too much.
It's like going this way. It's weird. It's orange and it's like it's not.
Yeah.
No dignity.
Yeah.
You got. I'm trying to think of a great athlete. Like Brady's not aging with dignity. Jordan's got fat. He's got the yellow eyes. I mean, who
is Gretzky making a lot of money now though?
On TNT?
Yeah. Like what's he making now? Like what's his income? TNT a little bit.
He doesn't have ownership of that.
Probably does speaking engagements.
Yeah, I mean the business of Wayne Gretzky. Like,
yeah. He has a hockey school, I believe.
Yeah. I'm sure he has like 4 or 5 times a year he sits down and signs 50 million things. Like he probably has. When we worked at Upper Deck, when I worked there, I know those guys like Gretzky and Howe, and those guys all had. He was probably Gretzky per year. I don't know, 5, 6 million maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
He owned. What do you have? Was it? Didn't he own the team for a while? He was a coach for a while, right in Phoenix.
Yes, he was.
Actually, the head coach, Wayne Gretzky. Again, that's like below him.
Right.
I don't know. He seems like, is he good in the TNT show, or is it like
he's okay?
They treat him like he's like
Biz is the star,
right? But is he like the?
He fits, I guess. He fits. He's Shaq.
Can he like break his balls or no?
Yes, you can break his balls.
They don't treat him like he's like Jesus, like because he's the greatest.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have the guy's dad there last night. That's true.
Speaking of too big for things, we didn't really cover it, but I've been monitoring this Alex Cooper radio station thing because it's probably the best playlist for people anyone my age in music. She does the ins and outs, all the rejoins herself. That's beneath her, don't you think? Like for a music station.
How much time do you think she spends? She goes in for a day and just does them all?
She has a ton of different liners, yeah. No, but doesn't it just sound perception-wise?
Intros songs?
Yeah, she'll be like...
yeah, but that's not going to happen 6 months from now.
I hope not. Like, I hope they would hire somebody because it's beneath her to
So she's doing like, here's whoever, Rihanna.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I can pull this up if you want.
What channel is that?
Well, she's not here's Rihanna. She like tells a story about
every song? No.
Every 2 or 3 songs.
Well, she's working hard. Let me find it here. She actually writing them or no?
Yeah, probably because they're all her dumb little stories. Yeah. Let's see, it's just loading. Sorry. I recorded 3 hours of it to see if she said anything like inappropriate, like her old caller daddy days. Yeah. I did hear her say "pop that pussy" once.
Oh,
that was cool.
Okay.
Yep. So,
you think she's one of the girls that Bradley Stein has fucked?
Yeah.
I don't know. He said he's.
She lived in New York for a while.
That's what I'm saying. The guy's a pussy hound.
Right. A lot of confidence out of Bradley Stein.
A lot of cologne out of Bradley Stein.
Yeah, I didn't smell it over here, but then when I walked in for that,
it's overwhelming.
Game, yeah.
He's got no complaints though.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning, all the daddies out there. I feel like today is going to be a great fucking day. Okay, no matter what's going on.
So that's every 2 songs, right? But if she's like Oprah, if she's Howard, like would Howard Stern do that for a music
but
station?
maybe like the thing about that though, the Sirius. I have Sirius. I don't listen to as much as I used to. I do feel like when I've listened to like celebrities and like Stern would play Oprah sound at the beginning. At the beginning, they seem very into it.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart, and then it's like less and less.
Well, because they know nobody's really listening,
and nobody's holding them accountable.
Right.
Like they end up, she'd go away tomorrow. I don't think she'd. What are they gonna do? Fire her?
Right.
Which is like honestly too bad because I do think too bad for Sirius. Like fine for us, but I do think Dave would have been, Barstool would have been active in that. Like we would have been going all day.
Oh, definitely.
You know, I don't think Sirius.
If he would do that, he would do it the right way.
Yeah, I don't think Sirius was a great destination in 2025, but
no.
Yeah. Well, load up.
Though you should ask Dave about that deal. Remember that the NDA he signed for some project he was considering.
I can't imagine there was a Sirius radio. Do you?
I just didn't know if it. I do feel like somebody wants him to do a talk show, and he's kind of itching to do something himself. I think.
Newsmax.
Could be
Saturdays.
Yeah, with Jerry gone.
With Jerry,
I reached out to some sources, and
nothing.
Those sources said that Stein has no idea what he's talking about, but they did not know what he was referring to.
Is Stein just a pathological liar?
I don't know. I don't think
or just
so.
autistic.
I think he just inflates things.
Yeah, he's inflated. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think he's lost 15 pounds? My favorite Stein thing is when he makes a point.
It's just like
I like when he makes that
timing.
point. I like when he's happy with himself. I like satisfied Stein.
Like immediately, I just started trying to lose weight. Like it's like good timing.
Yeah, he's too young to be that fat.
Right.
Like you're 55, I get it. All right, they load up?
They're loaded up.
Good morning.
Kirk, tremendous show yesterday.
Thank you.
You went from Mama Kay talking about her stank-ass feet to Bradley Stein trying to play Fruit Ninja with fucking Blind Mike.
Yeah, but don't you think this is sneakers, right, Dave?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Sneakers. Don't you think though? Now, well, you've told me this. Don't you think he's a 2 or 3 times a year guy?
Maybe, but
well, you said hold on. When we messaged yesterday, you said you agreed 100%. You said.
Yeah, I mean, if he
which is it? Well, which is it?
Well, yesterday I agreed with you, but now listen to 5 minutes of Cullinane talking about Alex Cooper and Wayne Gretzky.
It's tough.
I want to throw up.
It's tough. Well, the only thing I'd say about Stein is like, you know how it is though with him is I don't know if he can talk about other stuff. It's just Stein central, I think.
He's political.
Yeah, but even that he won't talk. He just goes on. The stories, sneakers, are endless. And I like the guy.
It's endless. He may be lying half the time, but it's better than what Dave's bringing. I mean,
well, sure. Well, if
what do you think Bradley Stein would bring? What do you think Bradley Stein would bring on his own on a regular day?
Well, how about like the 4th day of Stein in a row? You know what I mean? Like I agree. Like I had a good time. He's a good kid. I need to see that he can be part of like a kind of a regular show. You know?
You have to kick the tires on and give it a test run.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's fair, sneakers. That's fair.
Before you hang up, Dave, Jeff Lowe had the worst call in the history of phone calls.
That was a bad time for him. That was bad timing for sure. All right, see you, sneakers. There you go. I think he always thinks we're going to hang up on him. No problem with anybody.
No,
call if you ever want. He's got balls on like that pussy Ned Snark.
I think, what did Jeff say that you didn't know?
I know who John Fant is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he said Mike didn't. And I agree. Like it didn't land. Like it, you know.
Yeah.
He does look like the guy though.
He does.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. I think this will probably get touched on, hopefully not ad nauseum on the unnamed show, but the Portnoy was probably one of the best fouls of all time. This Bitcoin shit is so brutal.
Oh, brutal.
But he's doing this weird bit where he's obviously almost like a Big Cat move where someone's mad at Big Cat where he wants to like be near them and be friends with them. He's doing this bit where he wants to acknowledge it and like always talk about it and get in front of it so people don't think he's a scumbag, but clearly
I think it's gross. I think Bitcoin is gross. I'm not telling somebody they can't make money off it. God bless them. It's America. It's dirty. They're all going to go to jail. Like I just have no. If you want to make a quick buck, go for it. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, but it feels unseemly to me. I'm old school. Money under the mattress. 2%. 2% of the local bank.
Yeah, you got CDs.
Get the CDs. Yeah, just get the clock every year.
FDIC
get the toaster.
Yep.
I was raised that way. I'm definitely behind in the times.
You were raised, but he was an investor. Your dad, right?
But he, when I started making real money, he leaned towards being conservative,
but took chances in terms of the jobs he accepted.
Yeah,
he was with startups a lot. You said,
yes, sure, yeah, and like I took less money initially than I was making the EI to come here, so yeah, but yeah, I don't. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I'm dreading this conversation. I'm dreading 11:30 today. Dreading 11:30 today. Thanks for the call, buddy.
It's probably more realistic for people that are like really in it.
I just think it's a boring. I think it's a boring talker. Anyway, like I just think money's a boring talker. Like I don't like unless it's Barry Armstrong, right, the real BA, not the BA scumbag in our world, not the BA guy who's assaulted coworkers at banks.
Oh. Well, he's in the financial industry, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, he's assaulted many women and men and children at that bank.
Yeah.
Barry Armstrong, the original BA. When he's talking money, I'm taking the whiz at
whole different ballgame.
At 20 Guest Street. Forget it. I would take pisses for
phones would ring for days. It was crazy.
From young people, I'm sure too.
Oh, very young. Yeah. That wasn't the point. Having them call the show.
Having
was
a
never
place,
the point,
having a place where you could feel comfortable talking about that stuff.
Right.
6% interest, that kind of thing.
Oh, you need a free guide? Here you go.
Yes, free. What is the current fixed home interest rate right now, out of curiosity? Do you know?
I don't remember. Probably is it 7 or 8 or maybe higher. I don't know. I could be wrong.
What's yours? Right. You get a good number?
3 point something. Yeah.
Go.
Don't at the right time.
Don't sell it. Hello. They're loaded up?
Load up.
Hey, Kirk.
Good morning.
Hey, Kirk, it's Danny Bradley from the Irish Travelers. How are you doing today?
Wow, Danny, how's it going? Tough week, I think, right?
Not too
Indicted.
Yeah, real tough week. But I bet all you Americans wish I beat that Canucks brains in more than we did.
I mean, I'm really upset today. Let me tell you. I can't believe it.
No, but two quick things for you. First, saw your tweet about the Yankees getting rid of their facial hair
Hate it.
policy. Disgraceful.
George is a rotisserie right now in this grave, just rolling around. One of the last great traditions left. Gone.
Yeah. I thought it used to mean something to wear pinstripes, so I guess their little brother in New York now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're like everybody else now. That was the last thing that separated them from everybody else. Now they're just, and, the 27 world championships. But, this thing now, you're going to have these guys with the beards and the long hair and the hippies. And, the Yankees used to mean something, used to stand for something.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then lastly, big fan of you on Survivor. Quick question. When was the hatchet buried with Keegs? Was it filming the show, or was this a pregame move that you kind of kept quiet? I don't remember really hearing you talk about it much on the show.
I think we were okay, right? I don't think we were in a bad place for. One of these places we talked and buried it. I think. Yeah, thanks for the call. No, we were fine going in, as I recall. Hello.
Wow, I can't believe that pussy Cullinane's letting me on after he hung up on me and kept me on hold last time.
We can't keep you on. You have to be first up. Is that the rules, Danny?
No, not at all. I don't know where that came from.
Well, what do you mean? What, he hung up on you last time?
You said I hung up.
Yeah, you said I hung up. Yeah, after you said it, you asked if I was a coward for not calling in. He left me in the queue.
Oh, is that true?
He took 3 or 4 calls while I was waiting.
Oh, wasn't going to bump you back up after you have to wait like everybody else.
Well, Kirk wanted me to. He said call in, Dave.
I don't know what to tell you. What do you think? What do you think? I have your memorized number? Your number memorized? Sorry.
Probably. I've called a million times.
Okay, so what do you want? What do you want?
Go ahead.
Anyway, Kirk, I'll be. I just want to let you know I'll be ready to work if you need me to work on the first.
Good. There you go, Dave. You looking forward to seeing him?
Can't wait.
Huh?
Can't wait.
You hate this guy, huh?
He just sucks.
Yeah,
there's nothing like he can't say anything. You
Dave,
say you want to. You say you want to. Hold on.
Dave,
Hey, Fatso, shut up. You say you want to fight. There's nothing to fight about. You were a cunt looking for clout. That's the only thing you get out of what you're doing. Hold on. That's the only thing you get out of what you were doing is getting the fucking laugh from people in the audience. You were looking for clout. That's all you want. So there is nothing. There's nothing else to say.
I wasn't looking for clout.
No. You DM the show. You call other radio stations. You don't look for the fucking pat on the back because you do all those things.
All right,
you do that. Yeah, you do that out of the kindness of your heart.
You came up to me in Portland and asked me how I knew. I told you the story, and then you said, and you go, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." If you remember the story, I was sober. You were drunk. Then
you were drunk in Portland.
He hasn't come out to my family, and I said, "Oh shit, fuck," and you said, "Don't worry about it." We had great conversations. Never once would you
don't worry about it. Don't bring it up.
Such a big deal.
Are you a fucking moron? Don't fucking worry about it. So bring it up on the show, you fat stupid fuck. It was the fact that you have called in the show 8 fucking times, and I had to lie about it to the audience in this spot, which fucking sucks. And then you should have been a normal fucking human. Instead, you're a piece of shit fat fuck who decides after I say that to you that he hasn't come out to my family that I should bring it up on the air in front of hundreds of thousands of people. You stupid fuck.
All I was playing off was the guy that was the show before this. You're the one that fucking took it to a new level.
The guy playing off
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You call on the show 8 times saying it.
Dave, hold on. What are you talking about?
The guy that came in and said his daughter was a barber at 9 years old. All I said was, what if your brother went to Big Jack at 9 years old and said he wanted to be a barber? Then you went off.
Well, that's not.
You took the bait.
That's not.
Oh man, what a creative mind you have.
That's not really the same
Holy
thing.
Shit.
I mean, one guy was open about his daughter, and then I think Danny, you understand the difference there.
Whatever.
No?
The only reason I brought this whole thing up is because Dave went to a fucking gay wedding and acted. No, you acted like every gay person does fucking ecstasy and raves.
Oh my God, you've never told a joke before. Holy shit. You've never done that
dude.
before.
I know.
I'm going to take every stupid, shitty call that we ever played on this show that you did seriously.
Right,
all those
dude.
jokes you made with Greg Hill because you wanted a pat on the back from every audience so you can show up at live shows and they can say you're a great caller and you're the best fan out there. That's all. The only reason.
Everything else in your family is off limits. I mean, like your father, Sebastian, fucking Jack.
You fucking retarded. You're literally retarded.
Dave, shut up for a second. Danny, all kidding aside, we fuck around a lot on the show.
Yeah.
Like, you do understand, like, I guess I have to, are we on the air? Like, to my knowledge, Dave's father is not fucking a man named Sebastian. I don't.
Right.
Do you know that, Dave?
It's me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I mean,
he might be.
You can see how one thing is real and one thing is not, right? I mean, that's not a great example.
Yeah, but the story why I knew about it is a Minifan was at a party, a buddy of mine, asked a kid from Westwood if he knew Cullinane, and he said, yeah, he was my buddy. We hung out in the basement. He goes, yeah, Dave's brother's the first gay guy that I've ever met.
Great. What does that have to do with being a cunt and bringing it up on a radio show when so now you're telling me it was out, so that means that my family knows about it, that we've had conversations about it? You're that fucking stupid that you heard that comment and you think you should bring that on the radio? You don't think I would have talked about it on the show? How long have I interacted on this program? Has it been 5 years since it started?
Just about 6 years.
You think I wouldn't have touched on that topic?
Yeah, well, I guess I read our conversation wrong.
No shit, Sherlock, you fucking dipshit.
And like when you hung up on me, I was going to call and apologize that I did.
I don't give a flying fuck. You can apologize for 10 fucking years straight. I don't give a flying fuck.
All
right. So, dude, take up Jeff D. Lowe's idea then, Dave.
Pick up Jeff D. Lowe's idea.
What is that?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to punch you because that matters. I don't give a fuck. You can play tough guy now. Great. You can beat me up. Nothing fucking matters.
Tough guy.
No. You play tough guy. I can't play tough guy. That's all I do.
The only thing I'd say, Dan, is you can say whatever you want in the show, bring up whatever you want, but like people are sometimes going to get pissed at you. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I thought it was a comedy show. I apologize.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on.
Everyone, if you're listening to this, make sure you pat him on the back.
Hey, Danny, let me ask you, what's your real name? What's your real name? Talk about your kids. Talk about your kids. Talk about this idea that like we talk about all kinds of shit. If one thing triggers somebody, you can't then say it's a comedy show. That doesn't work that way. No?
Yeah. All right. No, you're right, I guess.
All right, goodbye.
I am hanging up on him now.
See you next week. That should be fun. See you, buddy. Well, there you go. I mean, you know, of course, the fact you were drunk at Portland gun is what you said to him. I will say that.
I said, you know what? Next time the show comes on, it'll be 8 times that you've tried that one on the air. Why don't you do it one more time? And I bet, you know what? I bet I'll.
The only thing I would say to him is like, look, I have a problem with it because it bothers you, but I don't have a problem with it if then he owns it. If he's
he's a dick.
Yeah, he's like, I was just being a dick.
100%.
Like I was being a fucking prick, and that's the way the show works. That's the way the show works. You can't do the thing where you're like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna. Oh, I didn't mean no. The barber, the kid's daughter. No. First of all, you said that way before the kid's daughter. The barber, the kid with the lesbian daughter the other day.
I don't know the timeline.
Well, he called him your brother being gay 50 times before that guy was there.
Right. Oh, right.
So you can't then be like, oh, that's bullshit. Be like, yeah. I think it's something I knew, a little piece of show information. I wanted to lord it over you.
That's
great.
That's thing.
That's fine. But then you can't be like, oh, I'm her. Like, no, that part doesn't work.
Great.
It's the first gay guy you ever met.
The friend.
Yeah, that's big.
Was it my friend, did he say?
I got a little confused. No, I think.
And also I guess that's not true because unless he came out to him. He hasn't come out to me, so I guess
come out to everybody but you and your family.
I guess so.
I mean, everybody. This guy's floating around. And you won't even tell your family.
Right.
When's the last time you see him? Does he come around much?
No. Probably holidays or something, like next Christmas or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't come out much?
Does not.
No. Stays in?
Yeah.
Does he?
You like it?
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Hey,
I'm not deleting audio or anything like that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know how sensitive you are about this.
Yeah, please.
Are they loaded up?
They're loaded up.
Hello. Good fight. Hello.
Yeah, it was an excellent call, Dave. Bravo to you. How are you today, Kirk?
Good. Oh, I have some sneakers. Also, things I want to bring up on this call you can get to. Also, got to add, Freddie Lynn is not happy about the fireside chat. It wasn't talked about on our show. I thought we did bring it up.
I think so.
Jeez, I'm sorry. I enjoyed it. Sorry, Freddie. And a lot of the YouTubers, Cinema Kane Menners, do not like Shine.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah.
Shine? Shine?
Stein.
I kind of like Sneakers as the ombudsman of the show, as a matter of fact. I like Sneakers. What's up, buddy?
I actually have a question about Bradley Stein. How old is he? Was that mentioned on the show? I couldn't quite get a read on it.
26, 27?
I thought I said 26.
Yeah, young.
26, 27, okay.
If you're, what? I say anybody under 28 and under, you're young. You're a kid. Still
Still living life.
You're a baby, yeah. Good.
And can I make a suggestion for the Mutt death ban person? Can you do the living grandson of the 10th president?
Is that crazy?
Tyler?
Still alive, right? One
Harrison,
still alive?
Ruffin Tyler, yeah.
Is that crazy?
96.
Yeah, wild story. I kind of like he's still alive, though. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he died, I feel like it'd be a good pick, though.
Yeah, good run too. I mean, you make it. Yeah. All right, thanks, buddy. The load up, Dave.
There, load up.
Good morning. Feisty Friday morning. I like it.
Fun.
In some ways, is Cullinane arguing for or against gays in this thing? Is he an ally or is he not an ally?
I believe I am arguing for.
You stand by you're an ally.
But I agree with you that you should have a relationship with somebody that you can say the things that you want to say. But I don't have that relationship. That's not a good or a bad thing.
I'm sorry. What do you mean? I said what?
You kept saying, like, why don't you go have a conversation?
I think you should. I think if your own...
Right, but it's just from...
If you listen to Andy Mayo and BioDude last night, their episode, I listened to some today, they talked about how I bring out the best in people. Did you hear this?
Yeah.
I listened to
there was a question mark with my name, but go ahead.
At one point, Mayo said he was a teacher, so I immediately, my ears perked up.
Yes.
I think it bothers you, though. This level of anger that you're displaying is...
But it doesn't bother... It doesn't affect my life.
Were you guys close growing up?
No, I wouldn't.
How much older is he than you, if I might ask?
2 years.
So, I mean...
We're not, like, not close. It's just one of those, like, family dynamics.
If you weren't brothers, you wouldn't be friends.
If we weren't probably not.
That's the way I was.
But he's a nice person.
Yeah, that's the way I was with my brother, Adam.
Right, I was going in the backyard and playing sports. Obviously, he was doing different things, likely.
Why, obviously?
Well, I'm just saying. Based on the jokes you've made.
That's your joke, not mine.
Oh, okay.
Jason
Well, we
Collins,
just didn't have the same.
athlete.
We didn't have the same hobbies.
Michael Sam.
I'll just word it that way. We didn't have the same hobbies. Mm-hmm. So maybe that would have been different and progress or something like that. But so I just don't really feel comfortable.
Like you've never.
Him in that
when's the
spot.
last time you went out? When he's in town, you guys went out to had lunch or something. Never happens.
Never happens.
That's
we're just together at home, and now it's like he is home, he's spending time with the kids.
Uncle or
when he is home, he's spending time with the kids. Yeah.
Supervised.
Good. Great uncle. Great uncle.
I'm kidding. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Kirk.
Good morning.
So I haven't thought of that loser KFC for a dozen years, but last week when you talked to him, gave him a dressing down on the dozen about how big a loser he is.
Well,
Dave
wasn't here. That was edited too. That was like things got worse. I
would love to hear the full thing.
Yeah. I was just, I actually love Kevin. I know it just drives people crazy. I actually get Kevin's a very good friend of mine. It just bothered me during the match. I don't care they're beating us. I do care they're beating us. Talk all the shit you want, but I don't like the actual. I don't know if you watch the match or not, Dave.
Yeah.
They're just talking.
Right.
That's what bothered me. Like we're trying to do, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah, they're just casual.
Like,
well, they were physically next to each other. Yeah.
You know, a little spoiler: Clemmer and I will be in studio together taping on Monday. The dozen. During the match, I'm not going to be like, "Yeah, geez, I don't know." Yeah, I enjoyed Mucky, but yeah, Captain America Act 2 was not as great. Right. That's not going to happen. Like I have respect for the dozen, respect the game.
As you should.
Thank you.
But yesterday with Stein's game of the Whores of the 80s, it got me thinking, when he mentioned Sharon Stone, have you heard the story that AFC's dad banged her a ton when they were
Is this a joke or another joke? Is it a joke or another joke?
This is dead serious. This is dead serious.
Okay.
I was a big fan of Barstool.
This guy trying to bring Fireside Chats in?
Checking with him.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Thank you very much.
It's worth.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there you go, Freddie. Two mentions.
Brought up, Freddie. You happy now?
Yep.
Jeez, I won't do your fucking show anymore if you. Sorry. Gee, I can't win.
What are we going to do? Play audio?
Who else does that? Like, who fucking else does that?
You don't like hearing your own voice. We're going to play audio of you talking.
Never. Never. It's never going to happen. Hello. They're loaded up?
They're loaded up.
Good morning.
Hey, it's Rex Ryan.
Hey, Coach. How are you?
I really got into the show earlier this week. Love it.
I bet. Yeah, sure. Oh, did you reach out?
had on that old broad selling feet pics.
Yeah.
Oma K.
Yep. That's right.
Nice.
That's right.
I wanted to up the bid. I would do $10,000 for feet pics.
Oh, wow.
Coach Ryan, $10,000 for that part of the body's pictures from Oma K specifically, or no? I mean, the grandmother fetish site is probably something there, I would think.
Do you just have an attraction
But
to
I'm
feet?
saying
Like,
if she includes her grandma.
To her own grandmother. Oh, Donna.
oh, Donna.
Great Grandma K.
I'll add an extra $10,000 for Grandma K's feet.
Wow.
And maybe she includes her daughter.
Okay.
Extra $10K.
Let's end the bloodline at that level.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to go. I mean, here's the thing, though, is I hate that part of the body. That particular, it makes me sick.
Right.
But like when my kids were little, it didn't bother me. Like my kids, they don't bother me.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. Like that's natural.
I actually really hate the toes. Everything else doesn't really bother. It's just gross. I don't like them.
Yeah. You ever seen web feet? That probably.
Yes.
Really
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross. They have beautiful feet, the irony. So.
Do you think that it's somebody they got a foot job or something like that? I mean, that's got to be rare.
I mean, you see those videos. I don't understand. I mean, everybody's got their thing. I don't understand that particular fetish.
I just don't understand how you develop it.
Where's
naturally,
it come from?
unless
something must happen. Something psychologically is going on. Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be. No?
I feel like when I first started experimenting with women in the world like that, sexually, like I feel like a girl put her foot you know what I mean? Like she's like.
She did?
Like under the blanket or something like that. Like say you're together, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that's how it starts for a lot of people.
I mean,
is that fair?
I guess. You're not seeing it, though. Like they use their hand. You want hand pictures?
So that's where it starts. It's like, all right, like.
I
girl
guess.
is touching my dick, even though it's her foot, and then all of a sudden your brain goes to feet. I don't know.
Maybe.
Over time.
Maybe. Hello. Yes.
It's one of the sisters. We're going to be in Laconia next week.
Wow, that's great news. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully we can meet.
We're going to have a hotel, and we're hoping you can stop by.
Oh, sure. Watch some television, have a drink or something, maybe a snack?
Well, I was hoping for a little more.
Ooh, I'm confused.
Oh, well, I had something else in mind.
Right. You can read your script. Let's. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hang in there.
There's no script.
I could tell there's no script. I could tell.
Completed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Nice. They load up, I hope, after that call, please.
Yeah, load up. Are you and the sisters going to do like a tailgate party in Michigan or no?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be tough. Got to do the sound check.
Right.
I don't know. It's going to be. I don't mean to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that on the agenda today? You're going to talk about that guy wasn't it like a pool video? He got suckered in pool or something? What was that?
Oh,
video
I did
with
see
him?
that. Yeah, I did see that.
I forget what it was.
See that? Yeah. We'll talk about Michigan. I hope having Zach Bryan there. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
This is Carter Mutnansky. Hello.
All right. Good morning, Carter. How are you?
Is the line.
Let's hang in there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yep.
I'm doing all right, Uncle Kirk.
Well, thanks.
I was hoping you could help me with something.
Sure.
Well, ever since my dad hasn't been on the show with you, he's gotten kind of scary.
Oh, okay. Continue.
And the other thing is, we haven't even gotten Joey's meatballs in like 3 months.
Yeah, he loves those meatballs there at the place where Dave got the pizza. Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic. And we had them every Friday night, but my dad doesn't get them anymore.
Yeah, you mentioned
Anyways,
that.
on to the more important stuff.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Have you ever been down to the basement at my house?
Where your dad's man cave is, where he does all his videos.
Yeah. He has that dumb fucking Yukon.
Well, Carter, I mean, he's very proud of it. Yeah.
Well, he's had this guy over for some time now. He comes over on like Tuesday mornings, and he'll be there on Thursday evenings. This guy named Brad.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I just call somebody go. It'll be funny, but yeah. Sorry, Carter.
I got a text from Max, old friend Max, Martini Max.
Martini Max.
And Mutt follows on Instagram somebody who does hair replacement surgery.
Well, he's good friends with that guy. He's with
the direct guy,
Lepresti or whatever. Yeah, he's friends with. That's the irony. He's good friends with this guy.
That you would think that guy would give him a deal.
I would think we've been saying this forever. He's runs him in the EI days.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's what I figured. It was an EI. They met up.
But he's a business. But also he's a cold. Like he's not gonna make any money off of it. Making a deal with Mutt. That's a money loser. So like you have to be at some point.
How much time does that surgery? Is it an all day thing? That guy not donate. Let's call it 3 hours.
Jerry said he watched the movie and the read. Gladiator.
Yeah. That's right. Portnoy watched the movie, right?
That's right. Dave did it too.
Yep.
Yeah. I met with them. They offered me a good deal. I just want to shave my head. I don't want to.
When was the last time you had like actual hair?
1996. I played my brother Adam.
Yep.
Before he died in 9 holes of golf, and the bet was if he won, I'd shave my head. If I won, he'd shave his head. We have the match. We'll both shave our heads.
Wow.
1996.
Now that's what brothers. We're brotherly relationship.
We hung out. It worked out well too. Yeah.
Imagine you. So that's been since 1996.
Yeah, 30 years.
You got that offer. What, 18
years later, probably 19 years.
And then all of a sudden you just decided to get hair.
Yeah.
That would be a dramatic.
A lot of money too, certainly at the time, but I just didn't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I just don't, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
But Mutt does clearly. That's the thing.
Right.
Like he's running toward it, not away from it. So
he's all in on it now. Like he's at a point where I would even recommend don't touch it for a while.
He looks Middle Eastern now.
I know, but or either don't touch it because
he legitimately looks like a hijacker.
Yeah.
Like if you saw, not that you remember on 9/11, but like he looks like one of those guys who flew the plane that day you don't remember.
Fair.
Yeah. Maybe seeing him would trigger something.
Yeah, maybe we'll sit down together. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey boys, what's going on?
Good morning.
I have a quick story and then some more breaking Patriots news for you, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, we take it.
All right. So long story short, my friend got married in Italy. Long story short, he invited all of his friends out there.
Go ahead, yeah.
Long story short, it was in the middle of July, 100 degrees. We're all wearing black tuxes. Long story short,
right.
The best man speech went for 23 and a half minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cover. There's no air conditioning. We're outside in the beating sun. It's 2 p.m. Just wanted to throw that nightmare story out there.
Yes.
And for the Patriots breaking news, Dave's brother has accepted the job as the head cheerleading coach. I'll hang up and listen to your reaction. Thanks, boys.
Congratulations. There was a male cheerleader on the Patriots last year.
A male cheerleader. Oh, was it really?
Yeah, I went to the game. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. Interesting, I suppose. Hello.
Oh, hey, Kirky, it's your old friend, Joey Mangala.
Joey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing very good, Kirk. I'm having a big party, and I want to invite some of your friends.
Okay.
So, if you could help me out, Dan Katz, Davey Portnoy.
Who is this, Dave?
The guy Adam the Jew.
Adam the Jew, along with
Bradley Stein.
Sure, they're all. So Adam the Jew, Bradley Stein, Dave Portnoy, and Dan Katz.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little get together. Okay, have a nice little meal, and then we're gonna go to the showers.
Gonna go where?
We're gonna go to the showers. Your old buddy Joey Mangala. You don't remember me?
I don't remember you, Joey.
I live in Argentina.
Oh, Joseph, I got you, Joe. I beg your pardon. You moved to Argentina, did you not?
Oh, yeah, I've been living down there for a while. It's real nice down there.
I didn't know you were Italian. You're Italian?
We got to change things up when we move.
That's true. That's true. Thank you, doctor. Nice call. They load up, Dave?
They're loaded up.
Dave didn't get that one.
No, I didn't.
Hello. Nor did I, by the way, at first.
Kirk.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Did you guys talk about the Steinman's LSAT score?
We started the show talking about. Dave said many. I had multiple. To be fair, lawyers say that score is essentially like a. Somebody said C- on the test.
Yeah, I got C, but
yeah.
It's literally 50th percentile.
Oh, C. He's getting to Harvard?
I don't think so. I don't know. A gay Republican, I don't think that's going to help him much at Harvard.
Well, no, gay. What are you telling me? First of all, that's not true.
That's all I got for you, Kirk.
All right,
Thanks.
buddy.
Yeah, lawyers came out in droves to comment on that one.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't know anything about that. Why would he say that score if it's not a good score?
I don't know.
Almost like he never took it?
Maybe.
I mean, that's a weird brag.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So, yeah.
Or he's kind of like on his own, and he's just doing things, and he thinks that's good. Like, he doesn't go out and seek outside opinions. He doesn't really know what a good score is.
Performance.
Yeah, he just goes.
The best he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fighter. Hello.
Good morning, everyone. This is Bob Barker from Beyond the Grave.
Hello, Bob.
I've got a quick game of Price is Right for you. 3 items from the Howie Car Store.
Okay. Oh, yeah, why not? Mm-hmm.
Okay, item number 1. A Proud to Be Garbage t-shirt made in the United States of America. Current retail price on the Howie Car Show is?
Dave, you go first on this one. I'll go first on the next one.
$24.99.
The Price is Right game. That's the problem.
Yes.
I won't screw you here. I'll say what I was going to say. $29.98.
The actual retail price is $24.95. No one wins, as you both went.
Wow. What did you say? $24.99?
Yeah.
Oh, tough.
$24.95.
Wow.
Well, I tell you, Kathy gives you a good deal, doesn't she?
She really does.
She's great.
Yes. The next item is a Ready Wise 100 serving sampler bucket. These are prepper meals.
What? Ready Wise?
Prepper meals, like freeze-dried stuff.
Oh, yeah, like bunker
Okay,
stuff?
You have to go to the bunker.
Oh, right.
Oh, what's the count on this box?
100 serving sampler bucket.
I got to go first. I'm going to suck at this. So am I saying, like, am I doing 100 times what I think the bucket's going to be, and that's the price? Like, is it going to be more than $100?
No, it's gonna be more than $100, but you're not timesing it.
Well, I'm just saying in my mind, I'm trying to go through what it's going to be.
Like, what does the serving cost? Like a serving?
Yeah, I'm going to be terrible at this. I'll say $249.99.
Ooh, I think that's too much.
So it's okay.
Should I play the game at that point?
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll do $1.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ooh, $1. The actual retail price, $250.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Holy shit!
Yes!
Wow.
Wow.
And the show. Okay.
This game is
You're
over.
both eligible for the.
Yeah, we'll do the showcase show now.
For the showcase item.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of the Howie Car Show VIP experience, where you come to the studio,
Sure.
an advertiser brings in lunch, and you get to shake Howie's hand.
And you get to shake his hand?
Yes.
Does it actually say shake his hand on the website?
No, it
would be
just
great.
says meat, but
Do you have lunch with? Is it lunch with Howie, or they just give you some shitty?
oh no, they bring you in. Someone brings in food, some
something.
sponsor. And again, supposedly Howie always goes first, not the people.
Oh, I have no
paid to
doubt
get
about
in.
that. I have no doubt about. Well, Dave, you're up.
This is a tough one.
This could go any. This is a wild.
This could be anywhere. Like, if he wants to really sell them, which I think he does, he's probably got to go in the $4.99 range. Do you agree with that? However,
$499?
$499. However, for a talent like he thinks he believes he is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, meeting him studio. I bet he wants to go over 1,000, but he can't sell it.
Brings
like
people
that.
in there in droves, though.
You think $4.99 is too much or too little?
Too much.
Too much. Shit.
I mean, who's buying that? Can we sell that?
I bet you. I mean, not anymore. The third chair thing you got.
I know. Fuck. I fucked myself.
And
over.
I'll bring anyone in with whoever
Good
DM.
point. I
so.
think of that.
All right. I guess if you're telling me that, I'm gonna go $3.29 then, just to be safe.
$1.
The actual retail place, $158.
Really?
There's no market for that kind of money.
I guarantee in the early days it must have been higher.
Yeah, but now?
Yeah.
I dominated that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Kirk wins.
All my years around Steve paid off.
Oh, great game.
Oh, thanks, buddy. In the left.
Okay.
Nice studio, though, Howie has.
Yeah, is still there?
I mean, the one I did, I did a show there.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing the show there.
I didn't walk around to the other offices. I just went to like Steve's room once.
Yeah.
It was
Is that where you were with
that
me
was
or
pretty
no?
tight.
Well, no, probably not.
No. That was pretty tight space. Like his studio was not big.
No. It was like his studio is a good size.
Yeah, I didn't go to the office.
I did like Enough About Me's there.
Really?
Like I did like Alan Sepinwall there.
No shit.
Yeah, because we were talking about because nobody wanted me in the building at EI, and Savalano, your boy, was like, good guy, was like, why don't you do it in like somewhere else where no one's around? I was like, great, we'll find a place. That's where I met Steve.
Yep.
That's how I met Steve.
Yep.
Actually, now I was just thinking the other day, how did I meet him? That's how I met him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. When Steve was hosting shows, you were a guest on his show.
One time I was talking about Murchison.
So you were a guest after you did Enough About Me,
I
sir?
probably did a show that day. I remember thinking he's a really normal guy, Steve.
I will make this
nailed that
argument because I don't think they didn't really get into it on Mayo's show. Like they didn't talk about.
I didn't listen to
Steve.
much of it yet.
Steve
I will.
was on the picture, but he didn't. I don't think they.
I got like
talked about
half
him.
hour in. I was running. Yeah.
I don't think Steve changed in his like mentality or how he lives. Like he didn't change in any way, which I thought was their point. Like,
I don't think so.
Like Mike is changing as a person, kind of. Justin,
I think Steve. You saw a side of Steve here that he never showed before.
That's a
and
lock.
Never showed again.
Correct. Like him hosting. I remember right before the show launch, he filled in for Howie. He like interviewed Susan Collins. That guy and this guy are two completely different beasts.
But look, like if you left this job today and you needed a job and you took a job with Kim Carrigan, like you wouldn't be screaming at callers about your brother.
No, but I think but in this perspective, if Steve got a job hosting a show on his own now, he's a better host after.
Yeah, just putting hours in.
Yeah, but and also just being a different atmosphere. If he just went along and copied what Howie did, and then it would be.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he knows that. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Peter Griffin was great on the show yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
When he had Dave come in there and he told him to find that fucking key, I lost my mind laughing.
I mean, I didn't like. How would we have done that on the show?
I like that there was no clues. It was just sort of rummaged through the entire. Yeah.
Blow the Kleenex though. Yeah.
That's all I got.
I have a good weekend, buddy. Couple more. Hello.
Hey, I've got a random fun fact for you based off your foot fetish conversation earlier.
Okay.
So it's actually, I took a neuroscience class in college, and there's actually a scientific reason why people are attracted to feet. And I might butcher this a little bit, but the part of the brain that senses sexual arousal is very close to the feet area of the brain. And there's literally just a part of the brain that gets rewired incorrectly, and you get a foot fetish.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, fun fact for you.
They're so dirty though, and they're like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it's bizarre. To each their own, but it's.
For sure.
I don't get it.
For sure.
But hey,
all right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I don't love looking at them, but I wouldn't mind. I probably wouldn't hate a foot job. I've never gotten one, but I probably wouldn't hate it.
I'd probably pay for it. I mean, get you
anything
one
touching. Yeah. I mean,
really? You think you could ejaculate to that?
Me, yes.
Yeah,
normal people probably not.
I'd vomit. I'd much rather have a guy give me a blowjob than Charlize Theron give me a foot job. I'd rather Bradley Stein give me a blowjob.
That's crazy.
The Cologne would be tough though.
Yeah.
I had a headache for like 2.5 hours after the show yesterday.
Oh, really?
Well, it's just I don't know. I want to meet Mr. and Mrs. Stein. I suspect I know what's going on.
They're characters, I bet.
Yeah, or very quiet and sort of like this is just
I feel like very loud father, quiet mother.
Yeah, I gotta be one. Yeah, one of them has to be dominant. I would agree. Yep. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good morning.
Hey, did you listen to the KFC episode with Tommy Vader from Pod Save America?
I listened to portions of it.
Oh, they had them on? Oh, no. Was it any good?
Well, you were brought up.
I was brought up.
Yes.
What was said?
They were making an analogy where, Feilberg, your friend, was saying that, hey, don't...
Good friend.
Republicans... Yes. Hey, don't look to Trump to be your ally. He's kind of like... you made the analogy where you're a bad guy, kind of like you are with... what's the Brie and all the ladies like you. I'm messing up the analogy here, but I wanted to get your take on that.
Well, how can I get?
Apparently you didn't watch it.
A, my producers didn't come up with the sound, and B, I don't know the analogy.
Nobody sent us that sound for sure, but I did listen to portions of it where he was just saying like they should have bought into the bar.
You listen to portions of it, Dave?
I did. I did. What?
No, he's calling you on your bullshit. That's funny.
Well, how can I prove that I listened to portions? I knew he was on the program.
But you didn't hear the part where he talked about me.
I didn't listen to the entire. I'm not listening to Pod Save America the entire fucking thing. Typically,
well, they weren't on Pod Save America though, right?
No, whatever. The Pod Save America guy on KFC.
Which one was it? Which one was on? Was it John? Who was it?
I forget his name. It was. It wasn't the Obama's. He definitely worked for Obama, but it wasn't the speechwriter guy. The guy was like.
Wasn't
more
John
prominent.
Favreau? It wasn't.
No, it wasn't
a Levitt
Favreau.
guy. It wasn't.
Favreau. Might have been Levitt.
Yeah. Oh, I'll listen to it. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had them on.
Hello.
Yep. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to side with Dave in that argument with the Dan from Newell.
Well, Twitter is all on your side in this one, Dave. A rare win for you on social media.
I mean, there's not
a week which you turned your back on the Karen Reed community on Friday. Now.
I don't. First of all, there's no community for me. I've never been a part of a community with the Karen Reed case.
Friday, you've come full circle.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's all. I just want to let Dave know he's got my support. And that
There you go, Dave.
Thank you. I love you. I appreciate the support.
Once in a while, you get somebody at your back. Hello.
$617.
617.
We're gone.
Hello. One or two more.
These other two just dropped.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Trying to think. Anything else?
What are you, 11:30 today?
11:30 today. I wish it was 11. Yeah, all right. We got work to do next week, that's for sure. We're getting there. Now you seem not confident.
No, I'm fine. I'm interested in what you're gonna bring up here. That's fine.
It's not. I think it adds a little bit of work, but it's not crazy. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Boy, this will be interesting with Dan Newton. Don't do your thing. We're like, oh, whatever. When Dan Newton rolls in, will he show up now? And he almost has to, right?
Yeah, he's gonna show up.
And you're gonna.
I'm not gonna do my. First of all, you brought up the point yesterday.
Your thing where you're like, your thing now. It's not gonna be no big deal. Well, you hate this guy, so it is a thing. You can be with somebody you hate for 6 hours.
Right, but I know. I was just saying. You brought up a point the other day. There's we're not in that back area, Justin and I typically. Like we're out on the stage.
Yeah, you come in for like 10 minutes.
Right.
And go
so
out,
it's
you grab
not.
some.
It's not gonna be. Yeah, but it is
because it's kind of oddly like that day. We've done it now, whatever, 6 times, 7 times. That day is busy, and then at times amazingly not busy. Like,
yes.
There's just sometimes you're just sitting and stuff is happening. You're just waiting. Right. People are setting stuff up. We've done something. We're kind of waiting. We're checking. We're seeing. So,
yeah.
I mean, now we have to deal with whatever happens Friday night from a tragedy perspective. Somebody will get shot.
Obviously, he did it deliberately.
I don't know.
I don't know how you do it as a mistake, so I can't provide that example. But if somebody did that as a mistake organically somehow, I would never have the reaction that I've had. I wouldn't have liked that it happened. It would have sucked, and those awkward things that have happened on the show would have happened.
Right.
But I would not hate the guy.
Well, why didn't you? I guess my question is, why didn't you hate him the other 7 times? Because he was still trying to do the same thing. I finally reacted to it just because he'd done it so many times.
I hated him. Don't get me wrong. I hated him, but I didn't. What was I going to do? Be like,
yeah,
I hate Dan and Newton.
Then
I have to be. This is why.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
Do we know who's on Mick and the Minifans tonight?
I do not believe that information is out there.
Oh, okay. Well, go listen to it. Watch it tonight. Give them their views and their battle. I'm rooting for both sides. Mick's doing a great job. And then Muttstack. Let's call Mutt. See if Muttstack is up yet.
Muttstack is up. I got the email.
Okay. Let's hear. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's call him and see if he's satisfied with it. Why do you hate Jeff Satellano?
He's a pussy.
I don't think so. He's a very nice
Alan
guy.
Dershowitz is all he does is sue people. He's suing the grandson of fucking Kennedy. All he does is sue people. He just pussied out in that situation. Immediately went to like Dave's a bad guy when I did absolutely nothing wrong in that situation.
Well, there's a lot of thoughts on the hockey game.
Hi, this is Mike. I came into my phone.
He reviews the Monkey Boy thing.
Yeah.
There's a moment where he cried in the documentary.
I cried laughing at one part that they did really well.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I still haven't watched it.
Yep.
But you say he cried during it, like cried. Was somebody die or something in it?
No, emotional. Brought back a lot of memories for him, I'm sure.
Oh.
And by the way, it's not. I do not believe.
Howie brings in Kowloon.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. A couple people have reached out to me and told me that.
I have not found it to this point. I do not believe the pucks on that pond are community pucks. So I believe I stole that person's puck without knowing it. I would like that acknowledged. There's been a lot of misinformation out there, and
you've been in the middle of it lately. Between a lot of Justin talk, but you've been between going after the handicapped, between outing people, between turning your back on Karen Reed. This has not been.
I've never had Karen Reed's back.
You split a steak with her.
Yeah, but I went to have a conversation.
Once you do that, it's over.
Yeah, but
what would you say?
But I've never not. What
would you say if you saw a picture of Adam Schefter splitting a steak with an owner of a sports team?
I didn't say I'm like a journalist. I said I'm talking about it as an outsider, but I've never been a full-fledged supporter per se.
Well, you said yesterday you don't think she did it.
No, I do not, because I have to stop lying to myself that there's things that I agree happened or I agree with, and if I agree with those things, then she didn't do it. But the back of my mind wants to be a pussy and just kind of be like, there's always a chance somebody could be lying to me.
Well, that's true. That's always true.
Almost seems like it could be playing out.
Oh, you don't
that
like
ARCA thing
could
turn
right
on Tuesday. That ARCA thing could turn.
So now you're saying you think she did it?
Nope. I have to not until I hear what happened Tuesday.
So now you're turning your back on saying don't think she did it.
No. Right now, I believe the ARCA guys. If something happens Tuesday where they were manipulated in some way, I could be wrong. But they're my main source of saying why I don't believe she did it.
Will you be attending the trial at all?
No.
Do you think
the dinner thing that you keep bringing up was not something that bothered me?
The November thing was well, you just brought it up. I didn't.
No, you brought it up the other
today.
Night. You brought it up on Freddie Lynch show, which is the theme of today's program.
Well, it's a big show. Who brought it up today?
I just brought it up quickly because we were talking.
The November thing. Well, sources said you were upset about that.
I was not upset.
Okay.
But I was at the pond quickly yesterday, and
you went back.
Not community pucks. So I had one in my bag. I brought it and I kept it. So I've learned my lesson, and I'm literally going to go by and keep a puck. I don't really know what that puck was. That was the problem.
Did your son watch the game last night?
No, he went to bed. It was 8:30.
Is he sleeping through the night by himself now?
On our floor.
Still?
Yeah. What am I going to do?
I mean,
he gets up at like midnight.
Like Bradley Stein. Like at some point, he's got to sleep in his own bed.
Well, I mean, maybe we could start the battle again and try to train him off of it. But I was hoping he would just sleep through.
Bribery doesn't do anything.
No.
There's no bribe. There's no white whale that you can promise.
I guess
him.
I could, but we bribe when they're like just being like punks. Like when they hit each other, I'm like, all right, I'm taking away your iPad. That works. But like, is it going to work with sleep? I don't know. I guess
Let's say if you don't stay in your room, you're every time you go, that's a day without the iPad. The problem is that's a punishment for you.
A big punishment.
I get that. That's a tough line.
Yep.
That's a tough line. So, all right. So unnamed in half an hour, I'll do my best. Talk about shitcoin and hockey and Pat Mahomes Sr.
That was kind of funny that Sarah Palin came out of nowhere yesterday.
Oh, with Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, busy. I don't really. What was that about?
She's obviously very much into this hockey.
Why is she not a bigger star in the Trump?
She got weird.
I know, but everyone's weird. Trump's weird. Elon's weird. There's Robert RFK Jr. is weird.
She was too early.
And Trump she's like attractive. Like that seems like she should. I get that she was, but like, would you be surprised in a different world if she was like Secretary of State now?
No, but
that's what I mean. She
just
missed out.
I think it was just timed poorly for her. Because then her daughter became like a reality TV show star.
So what? Trump doesn't care about that shit.
But did they go off into more of an entertainment field than her?
Oh, what does she do now?
I don't even know what. Yeah, I don't know what she does.
Yeah. Like you forget she exists. Yeah. She was kind of hot.
Oh, definitely.
She had a good run.
The glasses.
Yeah, that helped.
Yep.
She is currently. Oh, she's divorced from Todd Palin. I didn't know that. What is she doing now? Post-election? Yeah, she's
lost. She lost.
Gubernatorial.
She's lost multiple times.
She ran for House of Representatives in 2022 and lost? She's almost vice president.
It's weird. Yeah, just kind of like weird transition after all that stuff. So.
Oh, so she was in The Masked Singer. There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it feels like she missed out on that thing. Anyway, all right. So, unnamed in half an hour. We're back Monday with Mike and
Steve, you're live to tape.
Steve, you're live to tape guy. Excellent. All right, Dave, good job today. Good fight. All right, we'll see you in about half an hour with Dave and Whitney, and then we'll talk to you Monday. Goodbye.